So we've done all this work. It'd be nice to get the camera involved with that so we can see it close up. Um, so I'm going to go back. I think I have a bookmark here. I don't. Let's see. Don't have my camera there. Okay, so I'll go back and set one up real quick. Okay. Now I'm going to hide. This is one of the blend shapes. This is the one for the top. That's the target for the top. So I'm just going to hide that so I don't see it. Okay, and I'm going to go back and open my outliner for a second and go back to the IK for the scope. And you can see really by the time we get to 320 we said we're pressing down. So between 180 and 320 I'd like to have a camera come zoom in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new camera. So I'm going to just say create and I'm just going to say camera. And I'm going to ask the panel to look through the selected. Or I could go to panel and find it. All right. And I'm going to reposition my camera. So I'm using my camera keyboard commands here. I'm going to put my cropping window up so I'm about where I want to be. Just stay over in about this 1/3. I wish I had live ultrasound footage playing here, and that's one of the reasons. But that also might be a place where you want diagrams. You could put a close-up of the needle, for example, that it's being talked about. A number of things you might want to add there. So we'll stay with this composition. So this time I am going to bookmark this, and I'm just going to say zoom camera. I'll just say zoom intro. Okay, and I'm going to say close. That will put it there. Say view, select camera, and I'm going to rename this just zoom camera, so I know it's that camera. I'm at frame 0. I'm sorry, frame 1. I've got the camera selected, so I'm going to animate its rotation and translation. Now we said, one more time, let me just review. So here our scope's coming down. 180, scope's really making the move between here and 320. So I'm going to go to 180, select the camera under this view menu, select camera, make sure I have the camera selected. And I'm going to again key to select this. So now the camera is going to stay basically in a stationary position between frame 1 and 181. And then I'm going to move just one spot. Now this icon steps forward one frame. So at 182, I'm going to, actually I don't need to do that. I can go all the way up to, what did we say, 320 with it? 320. Okay, so by 320, I want the camera to be here, giving me pretty tight position on that scope. And I can key these values again. So you can see what's going to happen. It did not work. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing. I didn't key the camera. I keyed the scope. Okay, so here's my camera. I'm going to go to 320. I can type in 320 to make sure I'm right where I want to be. Camera's selected. Zoom in. Oops, sorry. Get that position. Maybe it's a little too tight, like about that. So key selected. Okay, so I come in, and now the camera comes with me. Alright, so that's pretty cool, except I'm not real big on the idea that the thumb is going and the scope are going out of the frame right around here. So what I'm going to do is go back to about here and raise the camera up just a bit and key again. So now I stay a little bit more with the scope and the camera. Okay, and if we put on take off the default material and use all lights, you can see what's happened is my scope, my light will start helping me aim, and I should see depression as I move down and a return as I go back up. And now this is the point where I would add the needle.